Don't you hate it when you're heading out the door already late for an appointment and you can't find your keys? Or what about when you need a tape measure and it's not where it's supposed to be? Or what about when you're reviewing a new email campaign that your marketing manager absolutely loves? You think it's okay, but don't really know what to tell her to make it better. What do these three things have to do with each other? Actually, a lot. And I'm going to give you a tip here in a second that will save you time and dramatically improve your business. Now, growing up, both of my grandfathers, as well as my dad, were sticklers about their tools. In particular, they always, and I mean always, put them back where they belonged. I, on the other hand, was a little more lax when it came to putting their tools away, or at least where they expected them to be. One hot summer day when I was helping my grandfather on a project we'd been working on for a few days, he was giving me the always put things where they belong lecture again when I asked him, "What's the big deal?" He looked at me from under his hat and said, "Time. Now go get the hammer, drill, and concrete bits." I'm pretty sure he knew the drill wasn't in its place, and in fact to this day, I'm convinced he hid it just to teach me a lesson. So as I'm looking all over the place under his workbench, I hear, "Hurry up, daylight's burning." Now this drill wasn't little, so it wasn't like just hiding under something. It wasn't there. When I yelled back that I couldn't find it, he walked into the garage and said, "Why's that?" I actually said, "You probably put it someplace else yesterday." He took off his hat, wiped his forehead, looked around his impeccably organized garage and shop, and gave me that "who do you think you're talking to" look, and said, "You really think so?" He turned around, walked out of the garage, and said, "Hurry up, you're wasting time." Now, I wish I could say that that was my light switch moment, and I instantly became more organized as a result. It actually took me a few more years to fully get with that program. But every time I couldn't find something I needed, I heard my grandfather in the back of my head saying, "Hurry up, you're wasting time." And he was right. Recently, I was on a call with a prospective client, and he was sharing his frustrations with their current marketing campaign. He didn't feel their messaging was on point. He said it was just okay and it didn't feel like us. I asked him, "Well, what does us feel like?" That was hard for him to explain, but he said he knew it when he saw it, and what we're doing right now, by the way, isn't it. When I asked him how much time they had spent developing their current campaign, he said he couldn't even begin to tell me how much time they'd gone back and forth on this whole thing. So I said, "Let me get this straight. You probably spent a lot of time on this campaign, and probably money as well, right? You're not happy with it, but you can't exactly say why. Do you guys have your brand standards and guidelines nailed down? Does your marketing team know the bullseye that they're actually trying to hit?" I'm betting you already know the answer to that one. So here's the tip. Time is scarce. Doing good work today is hard enough without having to waste time playing guessing games with your brand and marketing team. If you feel your organization spends too much time going back and forth on your marketing and advertising, do yourself a favor and push the pause button now. You need to establish your brand standards and guidelines. I'm not talking about your logo or colors or fonts. I'm talking about your brand identity and your essence. You need to get clear on who you are, what you stand for, what exactly you do, and why you do it. You need to get clear on your organization's personality, its tone, and its voice. You need to get clear on the words, terms, and phrases you do and don't use. If you want to improve your business, you need to use your time as effectively and efficiently as possible. Look, you already likely have processes and standards in place for things like accounting, receivables, operations, hiring, firing, shipping, security, etc., right? And you've done all this to ensure consistency and efficiency. So why wouldn't you do this for your brand and your marketing? Brand guidelines and standards are tools for building your brand and growing your business. You, your marketing team, your agencies, and your entire organization for that matter need to be able to quickly access and utilize these tools every time you're creating new marketing collateral. This alone will dramatically reduce the amount of back and forth, and it will improve the effectiveness of your marketing. If you want to get your organization to its next level of profitable growth, you need to develop and adopt brand standards and guidelines. This will help you create clarity, alignment, and consistency. And you will personally save a ton of time and frustration in the process. And that's today's tip for getting your organization to its next level of profitable growth by creating clarity, alignment, and consistency. We'll see you next time.